Okay, so we're here obviously with Kris Allen in the glamorous dressing room at rehearsals. How are rehearsals going so far?
Rehearsals are going good. I'm really excited about mine. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a good way to kind of end it. And I also feel that everyone else is going to be incredible. I really do. I think it's 10 of really, really talented people.
You're always so humble.
I know.
There's part of me that kind of wants you to not be, just be like, yo, I won.
Those guys are losers, but that's not going to happen. Sorry.
Well, to be honest, I guess you're a less petty person than me, but there's been so much attention, I'm just going to say it, there's been so much attention around Adam as well as you, that if I were you, I'd probably be like, yo, excuse me, I won.
It's kind of nice, though. You know, I can go to the store and no one notices me.
Yes, of course they do.
People notice me, but like, Adam kind of stands out like an Adam.
Well, obviously. I mean, he would stand out even if he wasn't famous. Just
exactly.
You know, what he looks like.
So it's kind of nice to kind of live under this cloud. It's nice.
Really? But there's no part of you that kind of just is like, yo, I won.
No, you know, I'm able to kind of do my thing, and I'm one of those people that's really low key, so it's not part of who I am. Just go out there and not that I admit it, it's just part of who he is.
Does it ever surprise you that it seems like the outcome of this finale, if you've gone on blogs or whatever, was so divisive, which I feel ironic because it's not like you two have any beef with each other. You're friends.
No.
You're Kratom, or Adris. I prefer.
We are Kratom, yes. We are Kratom.
I prefer Adris.
Adris?
Yeah.
Sounds like a robot.
Adris 2009.
Yeah, exactly.
But the outcome, it seemed like people were so up in arms and divided and talks about shoppers, and it's like, but you guys were so chill about it.
No, and we've been talking about it that day, or even that whole week. We were just like, it's not about that. It's not about who wins, and it's not about like, you know, who are we as people. Like, there's a lot of things about me and Adam that are the same, and you know, and they made the guy liner and the guy next door thing, and we were like, why can't I be the guy next door? So
I live in Hollywood, and
so Adam probably is the guy next door.
The guy next door to me is wearing the eyeliner, but yeah, it was kind of a weird way to sort of polarize it.
Yeah, it kind of got into the social thing, and it was more like, we hated it. Like, we really wanted to be about the music.
But, I mean, do you think there was a little bit of that? I mean, I would like to believe in my heart that whoever wins or loses, that people do vote based purely on their musical taste. But do you think a little bit of that kind of stuff came into play?
I think we all want to really believe that it's just about the music. But American Idol is not completely, you know, it's not just about the music. It's about your personality and kind of who you are and all that. And so it all kind of comes into play.
Some people say that you sort of brought the heart back to American Idol because there were a lot of, it sort of happened more last season, but there was a lot of like hoopla about people who were kind of pros, who maybe had record deals before and got put through, and people thought there was favoritism. And I think maybe some of that didn't work in Adam's favor because he had a lot of professional experience. Mm-hmm. And you sort of typified this idea of someone who was from a small town and was humble and you know, kind of becoming the American Idol. It's sort of like you were part of the mythology, if you know what I mean. Yeah,
which is kind of cool, you know, to be come from nowhere, and I think that's kind of what everyone wants to see, the guy that doesn't have any experience in the business, and that's what everyone thinks American Idol is about. You know, it's people that haven't been doing this, that just wanted to kind of give it a try and maybe have a really big passion for this, but haven't had the opportunity. You know, living in somewhere like Arkansas, you don't have much of there's not much of a music scene there. And so
you must be like the hero of Arkansas now.
It's I've been back once and I kind of stayed in my room, so I have no idea, but I hear stories. So
what made you decide to audition in the first place?
It was kind of a random thing. It was just my brother wanted to try out, and a couple days before his tryout, he was like, "You should come with me." And so that's kind of how it happened. You know, a couple days before, I was like, "Why not?" And it was during the summer, I wasn't doing much. And so we just went and had a fun road trip, and it turned out good. So
yeah, great. You know that actually happened with David Cook as well.
Yeah, it did, which is kind of crazy. So maybe that's the way everyone should do it. Don't think about it.
Why in the audition room when it's like now a famously replayed moment when they were like, "So do you think you're a great singer?" And you said something like, "There's probably people better than you." It's not what you're supposed to say.
I know, right? They kind of got mad at me for saying that, but my thing is, if you think you're the best singer are, then you're probably not. And why would I say that I'm the best singer ever? I'm not the best singer ever. Like, there's so many other people out there that sing better than me, but I feel like I bring something that's different, and so something that people haven't heard before.
I think your humility helped you in the.
No, I think so too. I think being real, like I was totally real, and I didn't want to give them the answer that they wanted to hear. I wanted to give the answer that I feel, and so I think that definitely helped me.
Do you think you have a bit more confidence now that you've obviously won?
I mean, I'm not going to say I'm the best singer ever, but I think the American Idol is definitely a confidence builder, and definitely winning is nice almost as well. It definitely builds your confidence a little bit, but there's still a lot of work to be done too, though.
So what do you think of the whole kratom phenomenon? Like, it seems like I don't know if I've ever recalled in all the seasons where like there's been so much excitement over the friendship of two American Idols winners, or not winner and runner.
Yeah. No, I mean, he's a winner too, though.
It's sort of like there were two winners in it.
Absolutely. He's with 19 as well, so very happy for that. And it's nice, we were friends from the very beginning, and for us, like, we were just friends, but then it kind of turned into this. Everyone else was like, so how can y'all be friends? And we were like, we're just people, like, and we just get along. Like, there's nothing. It's nothing more than that. And so it was kind of nice to show people that someone like me and someone like him, especially in this society like today, like that we can all get along and love each other.
Did you really get a lot of flack for being friends? I mean, both of you did.
Well, not so much flack. I think it was just people were confused. They were like, so how are someone like you and him so good friends? And it wasn't flack. It was just like people were weirded out by it, and I wasn't weirded out by it. So yeah, let's see.
Well, in a way, it's kind of interesting because I know Adam has sort of been made out to be like the rebel, but in a way, it's sort of rebellious for you to take a stand and be like, hey, we're different, but we're friends.
Maybe so, but it doesn't feel rebellious. It feels the way it's supposed to be. It doesn't feel rebellious at all. Maybe I feel like I'm being the way that I'm supposed to be.
Do you think that, kind of a loaded question, but do you think you're sort of a role model for like the Christian community? Because there is a certain, not all, but there's a certain faction of the Christian community that is known for being intolerant of different lifestyles, whatever you want to call it. And you clearly are going like, I don't care. So like, I think that's a good role model thing.
I don't feel like a role model at all. I mean, I am not a role model for Christians, but I do feel that, I feel like Christians should be able to get along with everyone else. I don't know why beliefs have to mess up friendships and mess up people's ideas of everyone else. Like, people are people. Whether they believe in what they believe in, it's more just who you are. And I mean, it was never a problem with us. Like, he grew up Jewish, and so it was just one of those things where it wasn't about religion. Like, I wasn't going to judge him for not being a Christian at all. Like, he's a great guy. Seriously one of the best guys I've known.
Yeah, it was really, cultural things always come into play on American Idol. They always do. But this one seemed to be like the most, this season seemed to be the most like that. I don't know if it was just because of Adam or if there were other factors, but it just seemed like those issues were so talked about. I think it was maybe because of Adam, but more than anything, I think it was because of, everything that's going on in the war, in like America right now. I think that it's on people's minds. And so I think that's why it kind of, not blew up, but that's why I was talked about. But I know that there were some people that were, Adam fans, whatever, that were unhappy with the outcome. But one thing that I thought was good was I said, even if Adam's your favorite, the fact is the guy who won is someone who's a real artist. I actually liked this season the most of all the seasons because it was like the least pop season.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I like pop music too.
Yeah.
But if you look at who was in the top 2, who was even in the top 5, it's like, it was a really diverse season, and it was, people were playing instruments, and there was a lot of rock in it, and I'm a rock person. So it was a cool season for you to represent.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I felt like I went out there and did what I know how to do, and it's go out there and sing the song and make it contemporary as well as make it my own. So I appreciate that.